down to the Wichita end, down the left wing. Samper laying it back, left point shot here, and it's in. Mike McKee from the line. That's his third goal of this season, a new career high as he heads to the bench, taking a 1-0 lead. Hey, Oilers fans, Zach and Luke here with Mike McKee. He's your 2020-2021 fan favorites. And Mike, that's an award that's, given out to the fan favorite, obviously, but they vote for that. Everyone came out for the last couple of games of the season. We had a link to set up, and fans came out in droves, and you were able to win by a pretty healthy margin with that. So, what is it that you think makes you the fan favorite amongst the Tulsa faithful?
I don't know. I mean, I've been here for 4 years now. I think they just like my style of play. I play pretty hard, try to play tough in front of our nets and try to play physical. And then a couple fights at home, obviously, and the fans always like that. So.
Hey, Mike, I haven't been here long, but just, with the uniqueness of this season, you always seem like a guy that really loves to interact with the fans, and you truly value that. And I know the fans value the interactions with you as well this year. And what's it been like just maybe being away from them a little bit more than usual? And, it's got to be nice to at least see the support from the other side of the glass for sure. So.
Yeah, I think it just sucked this year in terms of like all the skates we had after, and I'm getting to meet the younger kids, especially. It just it makes you happy seeing how happy they are, to see you play it, and then you kind of build relationships like that. So I don't know. It was weird this year, but hopefully we got the event coming up Monday. We'll get to shake a few hands and maybe a few hugs or whatever. But yeah, it sucks. I hope it goes back to normal pretty soon.
And, this season, you were able to get called up to the AHL, played a game up with the Tucson Roadrunners. That's your first AHL call up. And what was that experience like this year?
It was about 15 seconds. I played a shift, and I broke my hand open on somebody's helmet. I got 14 stitches in my fingers. Took me about an hour or so up. And then I got sent down about 4 days later. So it is what it is. It was a tough injury. But it was a good experience, and then it was good to finish out the season too down here and get right back to where we were, which was fighting for a playoff spot, which we just came up a little short, but it's a good effort.
Yeah, Mike, you play a heavy game, a gritty style game, and it benefits in a lot of different areas, on the ice. And, you ask fans, around town, and, a guy that plays as heavy as you do on the ice, finishes your checks, plays responsibly in the corners. Sometimes you think of those players as maybe not approachable, but fans really have found you just as approachable as it gets, and you really know how to flip the switch. And, where does that passion in your game once you hit the ice come from? Here is you've just really exemplified consistency in that regard.
Yeah, well, for the fans, it's easy to do once you get people away from the rink. They give so much to the team where it's like they take their time, sometimes their money towards the team. And then, so it's just easy to do. There's such good people around here in Tulsa. But then on the ice, I'm just a competitive guy. So when it gets into it, just leave it on the ice, I guess,
And this season, we paired up with Justin Hamonic. Big guys spent the entire season together on that pairing. And, a lot of times you see pairings, juggled throughout the year, but you guys were both very consistent in playing together. And you guys both reached career highs in points this year. You hit an assists and points. Obviously had the goal this last week as well. And what is it you think allowed you guys to have that success together as a defensive pairing?
Mostly because Hammer's pretty good. He's a heck of a hockey player. Really good defensive defenseman. Big guy, great skater. Doesn't take any penalties, and he's easy to communicate with. We would always talk about what we could do better between periods. Always talking away from the rink, going out to dinner, and trying to figure stuff out. So I think we just had good chemistry right from the start. We play similar style of games, and I think he just carried us most of the year.
And you really just look back at a season where it was difficult, in a lot of different ways to sort of have some normalcy. And, what's one thing that you would take away, whether that be on or off the ice from this season that you really want to sort of emphasize for next year?
For me personally, I just want to be someone who's reliable on the team. I thought I'd killed penalties well this year. I want to do that well next year. I want to get better at moving the puck, just quicker decisions all the time. You can always get better in that regard. And one of the biggest things for me was getting my shots through from the point. guy who usually errs on the side of caution, kind of rim it down hard so I don't get a shot blocked or turn the puck over. But towards the end of the year, I've been trying to kind of move at the blue line a little bit more and get the shots so you create more chances.
Well, thanks for taking the time to do this, and congrats on winning fan favorite. And I know everyone's going to be excited to see you on Monday.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks. See
Thanks
ya.
so much.